Right, question number B. This one is a little bit tricky. Okay. To write the turning point, it needs to be in the form of y equals minus a x minus b plus c. There need to be an x all by itself, and you can see that for this question I actually have a 3 there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 3 out as a common factor. So I'm going to take out 3 as a common factor to have negative 1 here. 3 times what will give me negative 1? Minus a third to the power 4. Okay, so don't forget the negative 7. Negative 7 stays there. What I have there, just have a look. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times minus a third gives us minus 1. I'm now going to take this 4 because I have a product. This is a product. It's this one times that one to the power 4. So that's the same as minus 3 to the power 4. X minus a third to the power 4 minus 7. That gives us minus 81. X minus a third to the power 4 minus 7. And now I am exactly where I was with this question. I'm in the form of minus a, or not minus a, plus a, x minus b plus c. Okay, so I'm going to say my turning point is at BC. And that b is the opposite sign of minus a third, which means it's positive a third. And c is negative 7. So x is 1. When x is 1, a third, it is negative 7. So that is a third, negative 7. That's where my graph is there. My y-intercept is where x equals 0. So it means y equals minus 0, 3 times 0 is 0, minus 1 to the power 4, minus 7. If I look at this, that is 0, 3 times 0 is 0, take away 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 to a even power is positive 1. That positive 1 times that negative is negative 1 take away 7. So my answer is negative 8. So my y-intercept is at negative 8. That is negative 8. Okay. My x-intercept, now what happens is my a value is negative 1. My negative 81. So negative 81 is my a value, which means it's a graph that looks like this. So my graph will look like that. So that is my graph. I don't have to prove that I don't have any x-intercepts. I'm going to quickly show you my x-intercepts is where y equals 0. So if I go back and I say where y equals 0, then I can see that y equals, I'm going to go back to the original. I'm going to go back to my original. The original is this one over here. I'm going to go back to that. So when y equals 0, so 0 equals negative 3x minus 1 to the power 4 minus 7. If I take this to the other side, it becomes positive. So it becomes 3x minus 1 to the power 4 equals negative 7. If I now take the fourth root on both sides, it means 3x minus 1 equals plus minus the fourth root of negative 7. Now nothing times itself 4 times can give me a negative. Nothing times itself 4 times can give me a negative, because a negative times a negative is a positive, times a negative is a negative, times a negative is a positive. So nothing multiply itself 4 times can give me a negative. So this is undefined. And that's just to prove that I don't have any x-intercepts.